Well, it works. So, update. It's been a horrible few days, like ever since I left Orlando. The pressure switch went out on the airbags leaving New York. I guess the pressure had built up so far again. I didn't know. I was driving down the road and the roads are so bumpy, like I said. The battery flipped up, ripped out about 6 or 7 wires. I parked here on Friday night. Saturday, all day yesterday, I was in that parking lot on my hands and knees underneath the trailer trying to figure out everything. I believe I've got all the wiring right. I checked the relay, I did everything, right? It could only be the pressure switch. So, spent the last 4 hours this morning going around to every parts store in Allentown, PA. Nobody had anything. They had no idea what I was talking about. Oh, I was lucky and I found a fuel cap for the truck, so no more losing 30 gallons of fuel a night, which happened on night 2. So, this small auto parts chain called A&A Auto has one similar to this. It has male plugs instead of just wires. I've got that on order. It's gonna be here between 8 and 9 in the morning. So we're gonna slap that in. If that doesn't work, we're losing our $4,500 load. And if that's the case, then I am probably gonna call it quits on this trip, go back to Orlando and decide if I'm gonna buy a new trailer or if I'm gonna sell my truck and trailer and get into a semi truck, because this is not working anymore. Too many problems. So this $20 part, it was $20 now. When Trump was in office, it was $12. But anyhow, that's besides the point. So we're gonna find out tomorrow morning if we're good to go to pick up our $4,500 load and keep this mission going. If it doesn't work, we are done. That's it. So anyhow, so there was a Walmart close to this auto parts store, so I've got a new television. I'm fixing to take down, that's what's left of the old TV stuck on the wall there. So I ripped it all apart. I've got it stuffed behind my bed right here. I ran out of water, so I got dirty dishes. I finally found some water by the RV dump station, so I just filled up my tank when I got back. So, and I haven't showered in 4 days because there's no shower where I am, and there was absolutely no truck stops. So when I left Long Island, it took me 5 hours to get here, and I passed all the truck stops. Once you get to Allentown, there's literally this service place and another little truck stop just up the road, and that was full. So again, parking is a big deal. So cross your fingers for me, say a little prayer, and hopefully we get back on the road tomorrow. Like I said, we're gonna get this TV up, reorganize, clean up, and hopefully be back on the road. So this mount just bolts like right onto the wall, right? But so there's a 2x4, because I've taken this thing apart quite a few times before I did all this. There's a 2x4 running parallel across here, but a 2x4 is 3.5, right? These are 2. So I'm gonna take a screw and identify exactly where the 2x4 is, and that way I'll be able to bang it through here. Then the second issue is these bolts are pretty long. If I go too far through, I'm gonna go out the side of the truck, because once it's a 2x4, it's just fiberglass on the other side. So once I identify the 2x4, I'm gonna see if I can space these out, or else I'm gonna have to look for different screws to put in here. Bolts, and I don't know if I have something for my impact that's gonna fit that either. So there's another issue. Awesome. So I just did temporary screws in there. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do this. Because again, I want the TV to be bolted up with these because they're solid. But I'm scared I'm going to punch through the side. And obviously this is not an exact science because everything is crooked and cockeyed. Like, look at the level right now. You see that? But it doesn't matter if it's level because the whole truck is at an angle, right? We're like this as opposed to this. So I just did measurements because visually I want it to look the same while I'm sitting here. So I don't want the TV to be crooked because it'll not look good. So what I think I'm gonna do, I have this piece of wood that the old mount was on, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna physically screw that right back onto the 2x4. And I went through the instructions for the wall mount, and they wanted an 8-inch gap minimum on mounting this bracket. So I'm gonna mount that guy right back onto my 2x4 with these 6 screws because that's solid, and then I'll have all the room in the world and I won't have to worry about that punching through the side of the truck anymore. So that's the plan. So I just kind of did tape right here on the center line of that 2x4, and then I can line up this plate just like this, and I know approximately where I can put my screws. So if I miss it on either side, then I'm just going to pull it, drop it, fire it in again, but I'm going to make sure this is solid on there. And that's the center line here, so I'll probably take a measurement. I don't have a marker or anything in here either, so gotta make do. That's on. I accidentally pulled that a little too far in, so I'm not gonna go look at it right now because if I punch it through my truck, I will probably gotta jump into the expressway there. Maybe not. New TV looks sweet, so let's give it a chance. So it looks, I'm gonna go get my 1/2-inch impact gun. Might be overkill in here, but that's all we got because I cannot, yeah, how the hell am I gonna do that without a power tool? So I'm pretty sure that's a 10, but yeah, this is gonna be solid. I'm optimistic. Can you guys see me with the light behind me? I don't know. And I moved everything to work, but now I can't get out. And my fat ass is definitely not fitting through that window, so damn it. Let's go see if that pulled through. See, not a too bad of a spot though. We are on the turnpike. Oh yeah. Good as new. Guess my math is okay. So there's a reason I went with this TV. So on the this is the old one, right? You see this plastic bit? So that was just on the back of the TV with some small plastic things, and that's what mounted it. That's why it broke apart. So when I went into Walmart, I looked for a TV that had the biggest solid back and with the biggest bolt holes. So went through every 32-inch TV, and this seemed to be the best. So just happened to be the most expensive also. But oh well, here we go. If you didn't catch that on the sped up view. Before I actually put the TV up, I was just making sure it fit. Looks good. What I'm gonna do, the HDMI cords go in the side. On the last one, because it is so rough in here, boom, 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 they kept coming out of place, right? Sorry, I just drank a bunch of water. They kept coming out, so I kept having to reach behind. I can't reach behind this at all. So I'm gonna go ahead, install them through here behind these brackets down and duct tape it so the pressure of them bouncing is actually going to be here, not on the actual ports. So that should prevent the cords from falling out. There you have it. Four 7/8, 5. I'll take that for the back of a truck in a parking lot. Well, it works. Looks pretty darn good too. So, are we going to fix the trailer tomorrow? Are we going to get this $4,500 load? Are we going to quit Hotshot altogether and get a semi? Are we just going to buy a new trailer if we can't fix this one? I don't know. Why don't you follow, like, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching.